So this is Roadcraft. It's made by the same devs that made Spin Tires and Expedition, if you've played those games. To be honest, Expedition came out last year, so I'm surprised they released a new game like this already. But our current mission is we've got to drive all the way to the generator and recover it, which is over here somewhere, as you can see. If you haven't driven over that area, it's just going to be cloudy like this. So as soon as we drive over there, the clouds will retract and it will show us the area. I thought we'd play this. It gives us sort of missions to do. So it's, like I said, it's like Spin Tires and Mud Tires if you played those games. In those games there was also missions, but they weren't really that detailed. Where I'm pretty sure this is a bit more detailed with the missions, the mission selection. But yeah, I played Expedition. It wasn't great, and the reviews aren't that great either. So I don't know why that game flopped so badly. But yeah, they released this year. That game, Expeditions, came out last year. So like I said, I'm surprised they've released one so soon. Or maybe that was their plan all along. But what we'll do is we'll drive all the way over to this abandoned generator. This is the vehicle I chose. You got a choice between this and like a smaller Land Rover Defender looking vehicle. I just chose this because it looked quite cool. So we'll drive over here. I think we've got to try and search for it. So we'll give it a look around here. The game runs quite well. Then again, I've got a new graphics card, so it should run pretty well. So there's been a few patches. I thought I'd leave it until there's been a few patches, so you know, it's sort of better optimized. We'll have a look around here. We're trying to find this abandoned generator. I'm not really sure. I don't know if it wants us to go up there. You said you can attach your winch to things as well, like in previous games. But let's see if we can see a generator anywhere on here. I don't know if this is cheating using the map, but we'll have a look around anyway and see if we can find it. We found this digger. I think the first thing we need to do as soon as we get some upgrades is put a snorkel on this thing, because we're nearly drowned in that little water there. Obviously, no snorkel, so we can't really go in the deepest water ever. Still can't find this generator anywhere. We've sort of done a loop all the way around, so I don't really know where we're looking. I said it probably not looking in the right spot, but I'll keep driving around until we find this generator and then report back. I'm going to go up here because I feel like, why would it be marked if we wouldn't have to go up here? So I don't know if we have to just, oh, we'll just knock it down, drive up here. I'm guessing it's around here somewhere. And it literally can't even get up there. You know, I'll put the diff lock on and we should be able to crawl up. It's not the most maneuverable vehicle. We'll quickly knock that down. Let's have a look. Alright. So we've made the wrong way. We have to knock that one down first. So we'll quickly do that. So we can get across here now. I didn't think they'd actually do stuff like this. It's pretty cool. We've got winch points as well. As you can see, those yellow things. Right, now we're over here. As you can see, the maneuverability of this truck isn't the best. So maybe I should have chosen the smaller one. I'm hoping we got a bit more power. So is this I'm guessing this is generator here. There we go. So find and recover it. How do we get this? That is the question. I've got a plan. Let's see if it'll work. So what we're going to do is just drag it. So we'll get the winch. Hold RB. Right, it's already attached. Probably should pull that a bit closer to the vehicle. Would make sense, wouldn't it? So we'll get that over here. There also is scanners, so if I go Y and B, it'll scan the area. I thought I'd just show you that quickly. Probably should put that back on there, though. So yeah, we'll pull the generator closer to us, and then we'll drive down there and knock that ramp. So we should be able to get it in that area. So we've only got to put it down there, so it's not the hardest top in the world. So let's pull it. That's close enough. Pretty loud. Probably have to lower that volume. Try and get it a bit close, because we've got to try and get around this bend here. Again, it's not the most maneuverable truck in the world, so it's going to take a little bit of reversing to get around this bend. I did do a loop around this building. I saw this ramp, so I knew it would be used for something. There we go. Let's see, we're going to drag this straight over here. Should be easy enough. Diff lock back on so we can actually crawl through this dirt. There we go, we should be able to get over there. We've got $1,500 at the minute, but yeah, definitely first upgrade is going to be a snorkel, because he struggles in any kind of water at all. There we go. So that's mission complete. $2,500. So let's go back and now track this one. So build a route to deliver crane parts. Is there a fast travel button? I don't know, let's see. So we're currently just plotting the point along so we can get back all the way down here. So it's a pretty simple route. Angle too sharp. Okay, delete last point. Let's try that again. There we go. Simple enough. And that can go straight into there. That should be good enough. Angle too sharp. Okay, there we go. So we've set the route. So all we've got to do now is click A, dispatch vehicle. There we go. So what have we got to do? Oh, I think it automatically does it. Okay, so oh yeah, it does, look. Okay, so it dispatches it all the way down. So I'm guessing we can follow that. That's pretty cool. Just go and follow it. Take the handbrake off, that would help. So they've got a few vehicles going. So this is definitely not what was in their last few games. This is pretty cool. So we'll wait for those to get delivered and then see what mission it gives us next. So the last vehicle has just about made it. Thank God for that. So build a route to deliver the crane parts is complete. Plot route, what is this? So abandoned facility to phosphate. Okay, so is that the same thing? Oh no, abandoned. So that's all the way back down here. So, well, this is going to take a while. So, let's go do this route. So you've got to be careful when planning the route because the vehicles can tip over. So let's just do like a nice smooth route. So the route failed, but the route was actually good. It's just the door was shut. So there we go. It should be good now. So we go back on the map. Park over here. So where are we? Objectives. Open this. As you can see. Dispatch vehicles. And they should just be able to drive straight through there. Just about missed the gate. So there we go. They can finally make it. So we're just using the crane to transport these concrete slabs into this storage area. It's pretty simple. So it's a bit awkward at first, but, you know, they're in there. It's the same with this concrete slab. Instead of actually using the crane properly, I'm just going to drag them around. Oh, I'll say that as we nearly crashed. But that should count now if I detach. There you go. So now we've got 2 more to find, and then that'll be 6 out of 6. So we're just going to drag the last one. Attach load. And then we can literally just drag this straight across. Much easier than just getting the crane out. I think this is probably how they should do it anyway. But we'll drag this across and then see if we can... I think we're building like a dam wall or something like that. To be honest, I haven't really been listening. There we go. That's 6 out of 6. So let's go on the map and see what's next. So we've just completed that and transferred the resources. Now we've got to bring resources to the phosphate plant. Connect the warehouse and the forward base with a route. Okay, so easy enough. Okay, now so we've just got to load the trucks in here, so that's easy. So what do we need? There we go. We're just about to drop the last piece onto this truck for transport. It's pretty simple once you get the hang of it. It took me a while to get the controls down, but I should just be able to drop that on there. And then if I switch to the other vehicle, click enter, should a cargo and strap cargo, and that should allow us to just drive now all the way over here. So that seems, well, strapped in. We've got 3 concrete slabs and 2 steel beams. So let's see if this can transport it fine. I don't know if it's too heavy or what, but hopefully we don't crash because that took me quite a while to get those resources on there. So we'll drive to the plant and then we'll deliver these and complete the objective. So we finally made it. See what happens now. There we go. So we've built the crane, which looks pretty cool. So now we need to use this massive crane to construct this flood wall here. So again, it's going to be more learning these kind of movements, but it should be alright. So we'll move the crane all the way down to the end first. Let's try and get it all the way around. So, attach load. I don't really want to do it that way. Can we not do it unless it goes vertical? That makes sense. So, hire this up. There we go. We just keep rotating round. How do we... So if we just drop that, I really don't want to drop this and mess this up. As soon as it goes green, I'm pretty sure we can just drop it, but I don't... Like I said, I don't want to mess it up. Drop it in the water, that would be a bit embarrassing. Okay, thank God for that. Yeah. We just have to click drop and it'll do it for us. So I'm going to do this for the rest of them. And hopefully this will save us from a flood. The last piece is going into place now. So if we just detach load, there we go. Flood wall has been completely built. So let's go and see what that does for us. So I think we've done all the main objectives now. There we go. That means all goals have been complete in this area. So that means we can either complete all the main objectives on this map, new maps are available, return to the hub, or stay here to finish the side activities. I'm probably just going to do the side one quickly without recording, because it's literally just making a route. But then we'll move on to a next section, because like I said, everything's been done here. Hopefully we can upgrade our truck soon as well. That would be nice. So that was that. Pretty simple. Literally just a route. I had to drive down here to the warehouse and plot a route back to the forward base. But we've now got no main or side quests on this map. So we're going to move to the next map, because this video hasn't been the longest. So this is a new section. Currently our main objective is to reach this harbour, which, I mean, to be honest, it looks like it's covered all by water. Maybe we have to go around here, so that's what we're going to do. I do want to try and upgrade my vehicle at some point, so whether we can actually do that yet, or we have to do a few more missions, I don't know. That would be nice. So we go to vehicles, we've obviously got that one. So maybe we have to wait a little bit longer till we can upgrade our vehicles, but I'm going to get started and try and head over to this point, see how we go. So you could definitely see what kind of storms hit this place, because there's debris everywhere and this tree sort of snapped in half. But yeah, this truck is struggling, even like in little bits of mud like this, especially when the water's deep. So upgrading is definitely our next priority. So we're about to arrive. As you can tell by the weather, it's absolutely terrible, but the terrain and roads definitely aren't helping. Said most of the rock faces fell onto the road, so you can't actually access it. So you got to like sort of, you know, sneak around the sides of the road and stuff. So I don't know if we have to create any routes, but there's definitely no lorries or trucks to be able to get around there very easily. Right then, now what we've got to do, so I'm guessing we control this thing here. So I'm guessing we're just clearing these down the end. We'll put them down here somewhere. Out the way at least. So I don't know what's going on with that hook. I'll lower that a bit. We'll just chuck them down here out the way. Well, I haven't moved them very far, but they're just out the way at least. So I'll chuck these over here. It should be good. Then we can go back in our truck. So enter. We'll go and see what this is over here. It looks like an old transport truck. We're currently driving with low range on for some reason. We'll get over here and check what this vehicle is. So we decided to take this truck, just a bit of a change, see how it handles the road. See what happens over here. So we've unlocked another truck as well, which is pretty cool. That looks nice. Powerful engine, wide bed, best to move sand around. Okay. Guess we're going to go head over here and have a look. What we're going to have to do now, I'm guessing, it's going to be something to do with transporting sand. So our current objective is basically plot a route from the harbour base to the transit point, but they're sort of failing here on these deep mud. They're getting stuck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use our new sand truck and probably just place some sand here. Hopefully that'll help them out. But if we go over here, you'll see that there's tracks where they've tried to at least go through it. So this isn't the fastest truck in the world, but we'll get there. So we need to sort of put some sand around here somewhere. So we'll try and drop some, well, around here really. So if we open a bit, some sand down here. But I'll be honest, it's not the easiest thing to control. As you can see, I've made a bit of a mess of that. Luckily, we don't have to keep going back and forth to refill it. But I'm going to go and give this one a go down here. It's sort of, well, you're either tipping a little bit or all of it at once, it seems. So it's not really the greatest thing to control. So we'll open it. I'm just trying to tip a little bit of sand at a time, but it seems to just sort of dump it all at once, as you can see. So because of my great sand deploying skills, I'm going to try and solve my problem with the bulldozer and try and smooth it out. So we'll see how this goes. So luckily for me, bulldozer actually has a sand flattening mode. So shove it in sand flattening mode. Let's see how well this works. Seems to be working. Now that's actually pretty cool. That may have just saved us. So what I'm going to do is now, let me just switch back to the old sand dump truck. We'll go over here. And we'll dump some more sand over here. Now we should be able to do the same thing again. I didn't realise it even had a sand flattening mode. I was just switching from manual to the destruction mode. But as you can see, it seems to work pretty well. So this should allow us to flatten the route a bit for our trucks. So now what we do is move the bulldozer over here. Chuck the handbrake on, go back over to our route, and then obviously now we can actually go back over the sand. Let's do that properly. Add new point. Straight over the middle of the sand, make sure it's all lined up. And then we click dispatch, we can actually spectate the vehicle. So let's see how they get on with this. I was kind of regretting putting the sand down in the first place. I was Googling away, can you get rid of the sand or can you restart? But luckily, well, I say luckily, no is the answer. You can't really destroy it. They said you can destroy it with the bulldozer, but it takes a while. And then again, I found the sand smoothing mode. So these lorries seem to be getting over here just fine now. I'm very glad I found that feature early on. Like I said, I'll see if they get all the way to the end. So we'll let them get on with that. And they should be able to get to the route because there's not actually any more mud points that we need to fill. So that eventually works. But now we've got another mission to build a bridge. But another side mission that's going to help us do that is we need to get concrete slabs from the warehouse to the harbour base. So we need to start a new route. So we'll plot a new route from here. And hopefully we can get there safely. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to build this bridge. So the first place they're failing the route is here. And if we spectate, there's a bunch of rocks in the way. So we'll exit this. We'll get straight back to our base. And we'll dispatch the bulldozer. And we'll go and clear those rocks. To be fair, I think before we even move those rocks, they're going to get stuck at this point anyway. So I'm going to go and get the sand truck as well. Fill this in with sand. And then because the bulldozer's already down here, we can go and flatten that sand. So this is now my 5th or 6th trip. But we are slowly getting there. As you can see, it's just literally back and forth with sand. That's all I'm doing at the minute. So literally come down here, drive straight into the water. Dump sand straight in there. Hopefully get this truck out of the way. And then we'll just switch straight to the bulldozer. It's already in flattening mode, so that's fine. And we're just flattening this sand through this water. At least it stopped raining, so that's good. Hoping only 1 or 2 more trips and we should be good here. I said you have to reverse a couple of times just to make sure it's totally flat, but it's not too bad. So I did accidentally crash with the sand truck as well, so there is a pile of sand somewhere I need to flatten as well, which is fun. I'd say probably 1 more this side and then maybe 1 more on that side where the other truck is, and we should be good. As you can see, I'm finished with the sand. So where this was just water before, now it's all sanded off and level. So this lorry should just be able to go straight over it, which means we can transport the concrete. As you can see, that's what it's carrying. So we shouldn't have any other issues now. There is 1 more issue we may have, which if we quickly go down here, loads of rubble and trees have fell on this bit of the road, which is, as you can see, this is where the road used to be. So I've told it to sort of go around the coast here. It might be alright, but it might not be, so we'll see. That is where I accidentally dumped the sand before, where I crashed. So now all I've got to do currently is go and reach this base area. So if we reach this area, base will be created. Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable now with the sand mechanics. Said I had literally no idea that you could flatten it out, which was probably not the best idea on my behalf. But now I know what's going on. So we just have to reach this point down here, and then a base should be created, and then that's when we can start building our bridge. You can see we need to get over there. So that's where we're going to start constructing it. There we go. We've got the base now. So we need to start creating this bridge. So it turns out I was being an idiot. You don't actually have to go and drive around. You can literally just build the bridge. So yeah, we'll do that now. Straight across like that. Well, we should probably do a bit straight out. I also found out that you can't upgrade vehicles at all. You can just buy upgraded vehicles. So it's a bit of a shame really, because in all of the other last games you could upgrade your vehicles. But yeah, you can only buy upgraded versions, which is what I've done. I've bought another scale vehicle, which I will show you shortly. But click add. And then what we've got to do is 9 concrete slabs. So that's pretty simple. So they've all been delivered around here. So what we've got to do is lift them with the crane onto that point there. So again, pretty easy. But I'll go back to the garage. And what we'll do is we'll try and bring a crane. But that's what I bought. That 350 rescue. We've got the normal 350. We've got the rescue version. We'll deploy the crane and we'll go and lift those concrete slabs into place. Got 1 more to grab, as you can see. And then that will be our bridge built, hopefully. Again, I've sort of got the hang of the crane now, it's not too bad. So I literally just swing this around, and then as soon as you can see that crosshair sort of over that point, you can drop it anywhere. There we go. As you can see, our bridge has been built. So if we go crane, toggle the anchors, and we'll put the crane away, we should just be able to go straight over here now. It's a pretty well built bridge, if I say so myself. So it's stable enough, it's not going to crumble, hopefully. There we go. So we've reached either side. Okay, that's pretty cool. Field service vehicle. Mobile operations anchor in the area. You recover your vehicles there if you have enough. Oh, okay. So you need recovery tokens to do that. It's pretty interesting. We'll drive it, let's say, straight ahead and right. Have plenty of grip. It's got tracks on it, so I don't see it really getting stuck anywhere. I'll say that now and I'll get stuck straight away. But so we've got object scanner and recall vehicles. So we'll travel over to this next point and we'll see what happens. I had no trouble getting up there whatsoever. Not the fastest thing, but doesn't matter when it gets straight up there. So now we've got some road constructing vehicles by the looks of it. That's pretty interesting. So building bridges, goal complete. Cool. What's next? Supply route to Anbala. We've got substation, Anbala, sand quarry, gas distribution. Okay, so that's interesting. I think we'll end this first episode here because I've done quite a lot. Like I said I didn't want to just do that first mission because it wasn't the longest, but we've done that and we've built a bridge and sorted these roads out with sand. So I think we've done quite a lot. Let me know what you thought. I mean, if you want me to play more, I probably will anyway. I'll probably record a few videos and upload them and space them out a little bit. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.